Hi, I'm Mike, owner of The In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm going to do an auction preview of the June 25th Whatnot auction that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to show you everything that's going to go in that auction. If you guys aren't one to bid on auctions, this will be a kind of a cool video because this is nothing but high quality, high-end, audiophile, and collectible records. So if you want to see some cool stuff, this is a pretty fun video to watch. As you can kind of see, Master Sound, Pink Floyd, Beatles in mono box, unplayed. This was in the original box, Rolling Stones, Ozzy box. There's a ton of killer stuff in here. This is going to be one of the greatest auctions, if not best vinyl auctions ever to be done on Whatnot. But I'll kind of talk to you a little bit about it. This auction, again, is going to happen June 25th at 11 o'clock Arizona time. I'm going to stream this on not only Whatnot, but for the first time, I'm actually going to simulcast this to YouTube as well. So you'll be able to watch it directly on YouTube, even if you don't have a Whatnot account. If you wish to purchase any of these items, you will have to sign up for a Whatnot account. If you use my link below, you will get $15 off of your first purchase from me or anybody else. So you get a discount off of your first purchase. But if you watch it on Whatnot, I think you'll have a little more interaction because you'll be able to not only bid on things, but I don't believe if you put a YouTube comment on live, I'll be able to see it. I think I'll only be able to see those comments if they come through on Whatnot. But it'll be my very first simulcast, so I'm not really sure what to expect. But this comes from this is a consignment auction. This comes from a lifelong collector who's getting married and is kind of being forced to downsize a little bit. So the stuff you're going to find in this is years worth of fine-tuning a collection. Buying a copy, then buying a better copy and selling his old one, and doing that over and over and over again, and being left with the stuff that's near mint, in shrink, complete with inserts, high quality stuff. So that's kind of this collection. If you want more details on any of these items too, it's about 235 items. Every one of them is already up on Whatnot, so click the link below and you'll be able to see photographs, detailed pictures, descriptions, as far as condition goes. I don't really remember most of that off of my head. I will say as a whole, almost everything in this collection is near mint. Not everything, but a high percentage of it. And I don't mean random guy who just inherited somebody's collection near mint. I mean true, I'm a conservative grader, near mint, near mint. Okay, so let's start with the box sets, which are kind of in the way, and then I'll start running you through some of this collab. I'm going to run you through all of it, but I put some of the gems up front. This is an unplayed, still sealed copy of the Beatles in mono, the definitive mono compilation. All of these items, too, by the way, are going to be sold for $10 starting bid. And whatever they sell for, they sell for. But everything is going to start at 10 bucks. So, yeah, it's a true auction. This comes with the original shipping container, still sealed, and this is the bag it came in originally. This is the Ozzy Osbourne box set that recently came out. It's out of print. They go for quite a few bucks now. Everyone is autographed by Ozzy on a certificate of authenticity. But yeah, see you on the other side. Great box. It was a hell of a value when it came out. I did an unboxing of this years ago. I also have the original shipping box for this Rolling Stones Mobile Fidelity box set. So original shipping box, original foam that it came in, original foam corners, really cherry. I doubt this has ever been played. I mean, even the covers have like that crisp, brand new cardboard look to them. No, a lot of times this brass kind of tarnished. There's no tarnishing on the brass. A lot of these also broke on the Rolling Stones, but this is in perfect condition. All right, let me show you some more box sets. Got a BC13 Beatles box. I'm a big fan of these. I talk about them frequently on the channel. BC13 box in this auction. There is also the Pink Floyd collection. This is a grouping of Italian pressings of Pink Floyd's records up to the wall. So you got a nice pair, more Ugama Gama, Adam Heart Mother, Metal, Obscured by Clouds, The Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Animals, and The Wall. And it comes in kind of this wall stylized box. You could see everything was kept in sleeves, really nice shape. Kind of some vintage box set. And then we also have a Kinks mono box. This is all analog, cut by Kevin Gray. This is an amazing box set. Only went for a couple $100 when it was new, which is a no-brainer because there's, what, 9 albums in here. But unfortunately, it's not $200 anymore. It's out of print and goes for some bucks. This is a still sealed copy of the Kinks mono collection, which will be included in this auction. Now let's start off with some of one of my favorite sounding, probably my favorite go-to copy as of now. Haven't heard them all, but from what I got, the Japanese Pink Floyd Master Sound. Really good. You guys know I'm not a big fan of Japanese pressings, but that's one that I talk about often that I really do like. This record has sold many, many times for $5 grand. I'm curious to see what this is going to go for as a auction that is no reserve. This is a sealed copy of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon UHQR. This is sealed in the original shrink with the original price tag of $49.95. A little bit of box wear, which is pretty common for these. But yeah, we've got in shrink Pink Floyd's Piper at the Gates of Dawn on tower with the original price of $2. Tons of great stuff in this. If you've got just a butt ton of money and you want to put yourself, you know, a lifelong audiophile and collectible record collection, this would be the auction for you because you can get that collection in one shot. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality. This is a German Vertigo, but it's actually in import shrink, which is crazy because typically these covers have a lot of wear to them. This is a UK copy of the self-titled on Vertigo. I mean, the Black Sabbath on Vertigo, those are the ones to own. We've got The Doors, DCC. I think at this point, this is probably the definitive version of this album on vinyl. My go-to copy, DCC. A French pressing of Animals, and the French pressing came on pink vinyl. Also, I believe this was the promo version of it, which came in a generic pink sleeve. But we've got another copy, French copy, on pink vinyl. Check this out. Are You Experience? UK mono on track. Also a really cool cover. This was shortly withdrawn, but this is Band of Gypsies, the original puppet cover, UK pressing on track. Highly sought after. A record that used to be significantly easier to get than it is now. The first pressing of Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction with the tattoo sticker in the shrink with the hype sticker. A Japanese copy of the Sex Pistols, Nevermind the Bollocks. Ooh, you guys know what that is, right? That's an A2B2 Blue Triangle. First pressing, this is the winner of the shootout video I did. This has the jump in it, which is common on a lot of these. But yeah, A2B2, shootout winner. Also another shootout winner, Super Tramps, Breakfast in America. This is the Nimbus Supercut. This was #1 on my shootout I did of this record some years ago. We've got an 80s MoFi that's actually quite difficult to find. In the original shrink with the Hi-Fi Award from 1981. This is King Crimson's In the Court of the Crimson King. This is nice. This is a original US copy of Rush's self-titled, but look at it, it's in shrink. Originally bought at the Peace Chief shop. Another Black Sabbath Vertigo pressing. This is a UK Vertigo. Black Sabbath Volume 4. A Classic Records all analog cut by Bernie Grundman 200-gram copy of Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti. There's like 10 copies of Dark Side of the Moon in here. This one is an A3B3. This is the second place shootout copy from my video a while back. Lots of Japanese pressings. Roger the Engineer, Japanese pressing. A US copy of the Velvet Underground Loaded. This is a 70s reissue, late 70s reissue. Max's Kansas City, Japanese white label promo. Japanese promos aren't very common. Black Sabbath's Mob Rule. Mob Rules in shrink. A Japanese copy of Physical Graffiti. UK copy of Blizzard of Oz on Epic. The UK Ozzy stuff's not actually easy to find in the States. The other side of Ozzy Osbourne, Japanese in the shrink with the Obi. Fleetwood Mac's Mirage. White label promo. Japanese copy. Sweet Thunder. This was a competitor of Mobile Fidelity. This was an audiophile reissue label back in the late 70s, early 80s, I believe. But their most desirable record they ever did was Frampton Comes Alive. They did maybe about 15, 20 records. Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. This is the Speaker's Corner reissue of this album from 15, 20 years ago. Japanese copy of Hawkwind, Warriors on the Edge of Time. Got a copy of Rush's Archives. Rush, Fly By Night. This is a copy, a German copy on Mercury. We've got Caress of Steel. This is an UK pressing on Mercury. And we've got 2112. This is a Holland pressing on Mercury. We've got the Mobile Fidelity version of Permanent Waves. Not an easy MoFi record to get. One of their more difficult titles from 15, 20 years ago. Zabriskie Point, Japanese pressing. It's got some Pink Floyd tracks on there. This is a UK copy of Metal. Textured cover. Check the listing to see what pressing that is specifically. Check this out. This is a Capitol rainbow label of Obscured by Clouds in the shrink. Not super easy to get on the rainbow label. Love this record. Thin Lizzy, Black Rose. Check this, Metallica, Kill 'Em All. This is a original pressing on Megaforce. We also got a Japanese copy of Master of Puppets with the Obi. A Japanese copy of Ride the Lightning. A Japanese pressing of Bleach with the Obi. Japanese copy of Insecticide. We also got In Utero, Japanese copy. And since it's hiding here, I might as well show you all the Nirvana at once. We also got a copy of Nevermind. We've got Rush's Moving Pictures. This is a UK pressing. Some more Rush, All the World's a Stage. This is a UK pressing. Some Japanese Queen. Some Japanese Queen again. Number 2, Japanese Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. We've got A Day at the Races, Japanese copy. Most of these, again, all complete, Obi inserts, everything. Japanese copy of the game. This looks like it is maybe, I don't know, this might have came on a white label. Might be a promo. Okay, lost my spot. The Queen's Hot Spaces. Actually, I really like that album. Hawkwind, Japanese copy. I think the Japanese pressing of this album has, check that out. I can't take it out. All right, we've got Classic Records. The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. 200 gram. This is actually from themusic.com, which was also owned by Michael Hobson of Classic Records. This is the hand select series, to where he charged you extra money for him to send you a record that was not damaged from his own label. AC/DC, Back in Black. This is a Ludwig cut in shrink. Almost a full run of Master Sounds, Japanese Master Sounds. We've got Journey's Escape. I already showed you the Wish You Were Here. We've got Journey's Frontiers, all Japanese Master Sounds. Donald Fagen, The Nightfly, Japanese pressing. Some more Master Sounds of Toto 4. Japanese Master Sounds was a series of Japanese audiophile records. We've got Cheap Trick live at the Budokan. Master Sound of Michael Jackson's Thriller. Japanese pressing of Lodger, David Bowie. A lot of David Bowie. Scary Monsters. EMI 100 series, Genesis, selling England by the pound. These EMI 100s aren't too easy to get, just due to when they came out, late 90s. Genesis Foxtrot, I believe this is a Classic Records. Yeah. Japanese copy of Bauhaus, Burning from the Inside. Iron Maiden, Killers, Japanese pressing. As you can see, the guy just didn't really collect junk. He only collected, you know, premium stuff. This was more of a collector than a listener. The Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, Japanese pressing. And, you know, you can tell because he put a little bubble wrap there to prevent the record next to it from getting damaged. Gary Newman, The Pleasure Principle, Japanese pressing. A little bit out of place, but look at this. Them. Featuring the hit Gloria. Now we got a bunch of Japanese. Them. First album. Them again. Japanese copy. Shadows of Night. This is Gloria. Van Morrison, The Alternate Moon Dance. This was a Record Store Day title a while back. They made 10,000 of them. This was done, Chris Bellman did this at Bernie Grundman Mastering. MC5, Japanese pressing. Rush Hemispheres, I think this is a Canadian pressing, Anthem red vinyl. Another Master Sound. This is Richard Wright's Wet Dream. Roger Waters, Music from the Body. Momentary Lapse of Reason. This is the limited poster pack edition with the hype sticker still intact there on the resealable sleeve. Eric Clapton, 461 Ocean Boulevard, Japanese pressing. Eric Clapton, Slow Hand, Japanese pressing. Looks like this is the rest of the Nirvana. MTV Unplugged, Japanese pressing. From the Muddy Banks of Waukesha, Japanese pressing. Something you don't see very much. Japanese pressing of Joy Division's Closer. Master Sound again. Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. Original pressing on Tower of No Way Out, the Chocolate Watch Band. We got Kraftwerk. Computer World, Japanese pressing. Really nice copy of a self-titled Black Sabbath, Warner Brothers Green label. Never Say Die, Japanese pressing on Vertigo. We've got Japanese pressing of a collection of great dance songs, Pink Floyd with the top obi. These top obis got lost, so they're not too easy to find. Japanese first pressing of Dark Side of the Moon, which also had the blue triangle. We've got Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, a nice pair. This is a US first pressing. Japanese pressing of Lou Reed's Rock and Roll Animal. Okay, we're not done with the good stuff yet. There's a lot of it. Japanese pressing in the shrink with the hype sticker of Wish You Were Here. This is a UK track, first pressing with the white text, Electric Ladyland, on track. Really nice shape. Japanese pressing of the Velvet Underground and Nico. Also a later, nice price series, Japanese pressing as well. Dark Side of the Moon. This is a UK pressing, but in shrink with the hype sticker. They did do some shrink on this particular album. This is not easy to find. UK pressing. Another copy in shrink with the hype sticker. This is a mid-70s US pressing. Ozzy Osbourne, the Randy Rhoads tribute album. This is in shrink with the Obi. This is an Ozzy Osbourne radio show from a, it's a live, captured live, but only officially, never officially released back in the day. But this is a radio show, so they would have sent this off to radio stations to play. David Bowie's Pinups. This is a UK pressing of Pinups. David Bowie Heroes. This is a German copy. Michael Jackson Thriller. This is a Japanese copy. Another master sound. Like I told you, there's pretty much every master sound in here. ELO. Pink Floyd's Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Japanese pressing with the Obi. Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Japanese pressing on DJM. These are actually quite fun to listen to. These are the DMM pressings of the Beatles. Got the Blue album, DMM. They're cut very hot. DMM pressing of Greatest Hits Volume 1. Fresh Cream. I feel like there's a White Album DMM in here as well. A really clean copy of Supertramp's Crime of the Century in the original MoFi shrink, which had the 2 hi-fi stickers on it. This is a record that is very susceptible to cover wear. And that's a really nice copy. Soundtrack to More in the shrink. We've got a MFSL. This is the first pressing of Breakfast in America. David Bowie. This is a Japanese pressing of David Live. We've got Station to Station with the shrink and the hype sticker. I don't think I've ever had a video that went into the 3rd row, so I'm figuring out I'm going to do this. What is this, a UK pressing of Station to Station? Changes One Bowie. This is a UK pressing as well. UK pressing of Aladdin Sane. Such good stuff. What do we got? A UK pressing of Abbey Road on green vinyl. This came out, I believe, in the late 70s. Bunch of Beatles. Japanese copy of Yellow Submarine. Let It Be. Sid Vicious, Japanese pressing. We got a nice copy of Relics. This is still sealed. This is a UK copy, still sealed, textured cover on the Starline label. The Who, My Generation. This is on Decca, US pressing, but in the shrink. The Who, a quick one, Japanese pressing. The Who Sell Out, Japanese pressing. The Who, Live at Leeds, Japanese pressing. First pressing of Love, Forever Changes with the gold Electra label. Budgie, Japanese pressing. The Shocking Blue, Japanese pressing. We've got, this looks like a rainbow Pink Floyd metal, promo stamped. Yep, rainbow label. Original UK pressing of the Division Bell. This is the black vinyl variant. It also came out in blue. Japanese pressing of Goat's Head Soup. Excuse me, It's Only Rock and Roll. Japanese pressing of Some Girls. Japanese pressing of Tattoo You. Japanese pressing of Undercover. Japanese pressing of the First Doors album, self-titled. Japanese pressing of Syd Barrett, Madcap Laughs. Japanese pressing of Barrett. Japanese pressing of Black Sabbath. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. This is cool. Japanese pressing of The Runaways, Queen of Noise. Japanese pressing of the Dire Straits, Communique. Japanese pressing of King Crimson's In the Court of the Crimson King. This is a quadraphonic copy of Atom Heart Mother. This is a UK quadraphonic copy. Nice copy of the Byrds, For Your Love. This is a mono copy. This, I believe, is a UK copy of, this is a 2U. This is a 2U copy. This is a true first UK pressing of Pink Floyd's Animals. If you want a definitive non-remix version of this, that's the one, the 2U UK. Japanese War Heroes. Ooh, we've got a first pressing of Pink Floyd's The Wall. This is a US first pressing. This is the winner of my hi-fi shootout, my shootout of that album. Japanese of The Cry of Love. Japanese copy of Excess Bold as Love. Japanese copy of Exit Stage Left. This is, this is a Japanese copy. I saw Anthem, which is a Canadian label, but before the 2014 mono box, these were the mono copies everybody wanted. The Japanese red vinyl. So he's got a good run of them in here. A Hard Day's Night, all analog. They were really well reviewed. Still are. Copy of Help. And now with the price of the mono box, this is probably another winner. The Beatles Rubber Soul. The Beatles Revolver. Cream, Disraeli Gears, Japanese pressing. Here is a sealed copy on 200-gram vinyl of The Who's Live at Leeds. Another Master Sound. Final cut. We also got the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour, Japanese pressing. Try to see if I can pop some of these out of here. We've got Abbey Road, Japanese pressing. Electrolyte Orchestra Collection, Japanese pressing. Let's see what I can do here. Red vinyl, The Beatles in mono. We've got mono Please Please Me. Red wax, this is still sealed, that's cool, of with the Beatles. A white UK pressing. There's an official release of the Beatles, Let It Be. I really dig. This is a fun listen. These DMMs, if you haven't heard them, they did the greatest hits that are in here, and they did the White Album. They've got really exaggerated top end. These aren't definitive. This isn't the one to listen to. Some people think they are. But this is the Beatles' White Album. This is the DMM cut. But they've got just really solid upper end. You know, they really exacerbates the upper end. Ringo's drums really come alive on that pressing. Japanese copy of Sgt. Pepper. We've got a 70s UK Sgt. Pepper. Really desirable. I like those. This is a mono US first pressing of Sgt. Pepper. Magical Mystery Tour German pressing. This is the one that everybody wants. Another copy, Japanese pressing of Barrett. We also have a Japanese copy of the Madcap Laughs. Japanese pressing of George Harrison's All Things Must Pass. Really clean. Japanese box set. The Doors, Absolutely Live, Japanese pressing. This is a still sealed Classic Records, Jethro Tull Aqualung, 33 RPM. This is SVP, handmade. This is the 90s MCA audiophile copy of The Who, Who's Next. We've got Genesis, a trick. This is still sealed too, a Trick of the Tail. Still sealed, Mobile Fidelity. We've got David Bowie, Diamond Dogs. This is a UK pressing. And I've got a UK copy of David Bowie's Low. Let's go to that last row. All right, I moved the third row over here to make it a little easier. We've got a Pink Island in the Wake of Poseidon, UK, King Crimson. This is a still sealed colored vinyl version out of England. I'm thinking this is white, of Fleetwood Mac's Self-Titled. Same thing with Rumors, still sealed. We've got a UK first pressing of Who's Next on track. Some more Japanese Runaways. This is cool. This is 70s Saucer Full of Secrets, UK pressing. This is, what is this? A German pressing, it looks like, of Saucer Full of Secrets. Japanese copy of A Saucer Full of Secrets. This is really hard to find. This is a quadraphonic copy of Atom Heart Mother, Japanese. We've got a Japanese copy of Ugama Gama. This looks like a UK copy of More. This is another German copy of More. We've got Cream, Goodbye. Japanese copy of The Kinks, Village Green Preservation Society. This is something you don't see very often. A Japanese copy of Nico's Chelsea Girl. I think this is a promo, white label. Have to look that up. Japanese copy of Lou Reed's Berlin. Japanese copy of Alan Parsons' I, Robot. Should be a full run of Steely Dan in here. We got Countdown to Ecstasy, Japanese pressing. This is a still seal, but this is a Canadian shrink for Steely Dan's Katie Lie. This is a MoFi, original 80s pressing of MoFi Katie Lie, but this is from the shop, the Higher Fidelity. Limited edition audiophile pressing, factory sealed and inspected. So this is probably something that was reshrunk, but new, sent to Canada back in the day. Rolling Stones, Still Life, Japanese pressing. Black Sabbath's Paranoid. This is a UK pressing on Vertigo. Really nice high gloss cover, good shape. Oh, check this out. This is a mono UK first pressing. I believe first pressing. I have to look at the back of the jacket, but it's the either first disc, second cover, first or second cover of A Saucer Full of Secrets in mono. We've got a, what is this? I think this is a South Korean copy of Dark Side of the Moon. Kind of interesting. Look at they added to the artwork on the South Korean pressing. This is a Holland pressing on white vinyl, Dark Side of the Moon. Some more Dark Side of the Moons. This is quadraphonic copy, UK quadraphonic, Dark Side of the Moon. Velvet Underground. This is a German copy of a collection of previously unreleased recordings. The Electric Prunes, Japanese pressing. Japanese pressing of Faust So Far. Public Image Limited, got a Metal Box 1, really nice copy. Here's the rest, I believe, of the Steely Dan Japanese pressings. Katie Lie, The Royal Scam. We've got Asia. And Gaucho, which is actually a white label promo, Japanese pressing. Alan Parsons Project, Turn of a Friendly Card. Some more Floyd. Piper at the Gates of Dawn, UK 70s pressing. This is a UK true first pressing in, what is this? This is a mono UK first pressing, first jacket as well. Very cool. So you can get yourself the first two Pink Floyd albums in mono in this auction. White Heat, White Light with, White Light, White Heat, a little dyslexic, with the skull cover. Some more Velvet Underground, self-titled, MGM. Wish You Were Here. This is a Holland pressing on blue vinyl. What's kind of cool is you're getting all these color variations, but none of these are boots. These are all official releases. Let's see. Pink Floyd's Obscured by Clouds, Japanese pressing. A couple more copies of The Wall. What is this? I believe this is a UK. This is a UK first pressing. This is The Wall. This is a... It says Japanese. Maybe a later Japanese pressing. I have to look this up. Kind of cool because it says Billboard's #1 rock album, Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. Some more master sounds. Pink Floyd's a collection of great dance songs. In the shrink with the master sound obi still there intact. Japanese copy of the Beatles 1967 to 1970. A UK plum of Led Zeppelin 4. Get to the last couple here. This is Dead Can Dance. This is the Mobile Fidelity title. Still, this is open. Out of print. Couple more albums here. This is a Japanese pressing in the bag of In Through the Outdoor. And a really nice copy of Kiss Originals. I believe this has everything in it, but check the auction. I'll give you a full description. But yeah, this is going to be a marathon of an auction. Everything's going to be done in chronological order, how it's listed, but until you see numbers in front of all the items, I haven't set the order yet. We're not going to do them alphabetically because I don't want to auction off 15 copies of Dark Side of the Moon in a row. I want to kind of break it up a bit. This is probably, guys, going to be a 6 to 8 hour auction. It's going to be a marathon. Hopefully I can do it. If not, I don't know, maybe there'll be like a mid-section where you guys watch me eat a sandwich. Not really sure how I'm going to do it. But again, it's going to be simulcast on YouTube, live on Whatnot, and also I think we're going to see if we can, I think we can simulcast it to our Facebook page, which doesn't really have many people. But yeah, check us out online, guys, at theingroove.com. Until next time.